Hey guys, Parkour Crafter here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make projectiles and guns. This right here is one that can shoot fireballs. This one right here shoots shotgun pellets, or you can turn it over to a machine gun. This one, it flings blocks everywhere. These, you can just throw a potato if you want. This one's also an apple. You can finally throw an apple. All that and more coming right up. Okay, so now we're in the editor. First off, you want to create a project, and I'm just going to call mine guns, because that's what it is, guns. And we can you don't have to go through any of this. It should be fine. Just hit finish. Oh, there we go. Guns create. Perfect. And I have guns tutorial right here. This is what it's going to end up looking like. And so let me just delete this. It's not needed. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create we're going to pick a package. So you're going to put me dot your username. So I'm put username, me dot username dot, and then we're going to just call this guns. Guns, yeah, guns should be fine. Me dot username dot guns. And then here, we're going to create a class. And I'm just going to call mine main, because it's the main, but usually you wouldn't want to do this if you're on a larger project, but since we're just working on this tiny little thing, it's fine. Usually you'd want to name this like guns tutorial or something actually related to the project, because main, a lot of plugins seem to do that, and it will help you set yourself apart if you don't name it main. But inside here, looking kind of bland, but first thing we're going to do, we're going to want to go to properties, go to our build path, and you're going to want to have you're going to add an external jar. You're actually going to come over here, get your spigot, get your spigot jar, add it in there, apply, close. Then you'll be fine. From there, you're going to go and put extends Java plugin implements listener. The reason we're doing this is because we want to tell the program that we are using the Java code. Okay, so here's a minor correction to that. That was completely wrong. It's not using the Java code. It's that you want to use Spigot, like you're wanting to use Spigot's code and not Java, because Java is a coding language, and that came out like completely wrong. And then we also want to tell it that we're going to listen for events inside the game. And once we got that, we're going to add these two methods. I'll show you from here. If we come over here into my other project, right here, we're going to add these two methods. These are in every plugin that's like ever been created, and it tells the server what to do whenever the plugin turns on. When it turns on, start listening for clicks, walking, anything a player can do, start listening for that. And when on disable, do nothing, because I mean it's turning off the server. But if you needed to save stuff whenever you want to turn it off, that's where you'd put it. Now we're going to add an event listener for at event, oh I'm sorry, handler, at event handler, and we're going to actually implement this event handler public void on let's do on shoot gun, because that's what we're going to be listening for. And then we're going to do player interact event. So what this is doing, this is going to listen for whenever a player clicks, and right whenever they click, left click, right click, whatever it be, whenever it clicks, this code, whatever's inside of here, will get run. So to start with, we're going to come back over here to our original guns code, and I'm going to copy paste what I have right here inside there, and then I'm going to walk us through it. We're going to walk through it. So let me paste all that, and then I'll remove all the stuff that's not necessary. So this is actually not that much code. If I could zoom in, I would. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. That should be better. Sweet. Let me zoom in on it so you guys can see it better. I can't get it to zoom in, but it'll be fine. Edit. I did get it to zoom in. Let's see. Right here, we're gonna see if the player right clicks the air, then we're gonna run this code, or if they right click a block, we're gonna run this code. And the next line, we're gonna see if they if like the material they're holding in their hand, if the item they have in their hand, which is right here. So if the item they're holding in their hand right now is an apple, if they're holding an apple, then we're going to shoot it, right? That's what we want it to do. If we're holding an apple, we want it to shoot. If we're holding an apple, we want it to shoot. So in this case, we're going to get a projectile. We're going to create one. Snowball is telling it what we're creating. A projectile. P.launch projectile. Snowball. So we're actually shooting a snowball. Then right here, we're setting the snowball to an enchanted golden apple because that's what got shot. And then finally, we're decreasing the amounts that's being shot out of it. And all that gives us a sweet, sweet, satisfying result of shooting a snowball. There's a few things I missed though that I'll go over quickly now, such as adding your own config.yml or your plugin.yml. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. New and file. Oh, there we go. Let me fix all this. There. Oh my god, guys, I'm looking back at how bad some of this stuff is. So I'm editing this right now, and I'm just looking at like, oh my god. But stay tuned. It gets better. There we go. So hopefully, oh, you can't see it. Still working on it. There we go. So right here, you're gonna create a file, and you're gonna name it plugin.yml. Finish that. Then in here, you're gonna be like, whoa, what do I need to put here? And I'll just copy and paste that from here. All this has is the name, what's your class, what code it needs to run, what version it is, and this is their Minecraft version. I'm using 1.15, so if you're using 1.16, change it to 1.16, 1.8, but for this I'm using 1.15. Who's created it? This is who did this, like your description, and here's all your commands. If you want to add a command, it needs to be added in here. So let me just copy paste that. Change this to me.username, since we created it with username.guns.main. And hopefully, if we did all that correctly, we don't have any commands yet, so we don't need none of that. If we did all this correctly, hopefully, it'll work. So let's save this file. So we're going to change this to guns tutorial.jar. Save it and finish. Sweet. Let's actually put it in a different folder. This should be fine. Finish. There we go. But before I do that, I'm actually going to change this and show you that it works with other items other than just an apple. Right now we're just checking if it's an apple, nothing else. If you wanted a custom gun, you'd have to add more checks, and I'll go into that in the future. But for now, let's just say, let's shoot beetroot. And whenever it shoots, let's shoot beetroot seeds. Actually, beetroot soup seems better. There we go, perfect. So we're going to export it, going to save it, upload it, and I'll get back to you in a second and we'll look at the final product. Okay, so I'm back now, guys. So what I did was I had a couple minor problems. Nothing was wrong with the code, but I just had to set up the project completely. Had to change the version of Java to like I think it was 1.7 for this server. I had it set to 10, so just a couple changes here and there. But actually, this is what it looks like in game. This is what it looks like. We don't have any like limiters set right now, so you can just fire it fast as you want. But hopefully in the future we'll add a couple limiters so you can only fire a couple at a time. Then also this one, you see, it don't have no knockback, and that's what guns really need, is it needs knockback. Like this one, you get launched back, you get launched way back. And that's what also most of my guns have. Most of my guns have huge knockback. But and also right now it doesn't, it looks kind of bland. It looks really bland. It doesn't have any hit detection. So let me summon in a zombie. If you'll watch this slash item, give me shoot beetroot. Yeah, we want a beetroot. If we get beetroot and then shoot this guy, his health doesn't change any. It's like a snowball. But if we come over here, summon another zombie. If we shoot this guy, look at how much his health's going down. His health went down so much. This guy, not so much. So we're going to add a projectile map in the future. We're going to add some knockback, maybe some cool effects to whenever they hit. And actually add more weapons than just a silly old beetroot. But that's all I have time for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.